What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. If that's something you like to listen to, we welcome you to subscribe. Otherwise, you can support our channel if you just like, share, or even comment down below. It helps our content get out to a wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. As a reminder, don't forget to hit that notification bell to get the latest alerts on all the content and videos that we drop here on the Credit Plug channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be revisiting an institution that we reviewed months and months ago. Now, I realize we have a lot of new subscribers who probably haven't gone back and checked out some of these older reviews. So I wanted to just resurface this particular institution. And a lot of information does change. So if you saw a video from 6 months ago, the rules might have completely changed, and make sure that you're going based off the most recent information. That's really, really important. But anyways, the institution that we're going to be covering today is U.S. Alliance Financial Federal Credit Union. Now, this particular institution is based out of New York. They have almost about $2 billion in assets. But one of the things that I like about this institution is the fact that it's open nationwide. So there's a variety of different ways that you could become a member. Now, one of the more obvious ones is through the American Consumer Council. I've gone over that. If you follow this channel and you plan on establishing relationships with credit unions, American Consumer Council is a no-brainer. It's a $16 or $15 maybe like lifetime membership. So you just pay one time, 15, 16 bucks, and you're a member for life. They also have an $8 yearly membership, but this is one of the best things that you can do if you're looking to establish relationships with credit unions, because a lot of them you can get in through the American Consumer Council. So U.S. Alliance Financial is one of those. And they also have three other nonprofits that you can join. So it's pretty wide open. Now, a couple data points about U.S. Alliance, right? They do tend to cater more towards higher credit scores, higher credit profiles, right? They don't like a lot of new accounts. So if you have any sort of credit seeking activities, lots of inquiries, or lots of recent accounts, then you probably want to stay away from this one, at least when it comes to applying for credit products. Also, most importantly, they do not hard pull for memberships. So there's no hard pull for memberships. They do, however, use check systems. So just keep that in mind. They will be pulling your check system. And if you have any third party data vendors frozen, that will put an alert on your check system. I reiterate this time and time again, right? If you have your check systems frozen or any other third party data vendors frozen, and you don't want to, have any roadblocks when it comes to opening up accounts, just unfreeze those while you're going about building these relationships. I mean, you can keep them frozen, but some institutions will just straight out deny you, or they can't do identity verification if you have some of these third party vendors frozen, and that can prevent you from establishing a relationship. So just keep that in mind. Also, for their credit decisions, they use the Experian FICO 2 mortgage score, right? And that's really important. I went over the other day just all the different FICO scores that exist, right? And one of the best, credit monitoring service, in my opinion, is going to be my FICO, because they give you the exact FICO score depending on the type of product that you're applying for. So they have just the normal, like let's say FICO 8, FICO 5, FICO 2, and then they also have like the mortgage scores, the bank card scores, the auto scores. Now that information is very important, especially if you know beforehand which model that the particular institution is using for their credit decision. Now, and if you're basing, let's say you have a FICO 2 Experian mortgage score of a 740, but you're basing your credit score off your FICO 8, or worse yet, you're basing it off of Credit Karma, then it's not going to be the most accurate information, because those different models, different components of your credit are weighted differently. So the scores might not always be the same, right? You could have a 740 FICO 2, but your FICO 8 might be, 670, 680. So it all depends. So having that granular information will help you better make, informed decisions when it comes to applying to different accounts and things like that. But anyways, let's go jump over to their website so I can walk through some of the different features and functionality as well as some of their different credit products. So we'll see you over there. All right, so here we are on the US Alliance Financial. Now, let me just walk through how to open up an account. So basically, you could just hit this, either checking or a savings account, but you just click open now, and then you just enter your name. So I'll enter my name and email real quick. All right, so on the next page, you then fill in your name, first name, last name, email, phone number, date of birth, SSN, address, zip code, etc. Again, they're not hard pulling you, but for verification, identity verification, they need your social security, your address, your name, your date of birth. So let me fill in this information and then I'm gonna hit this next, and then we can go to the next page. Okay, so now we're on the funding part. Now, one of the cool things, right? They say we'll put the first dollar in your account. It's on us in order to establish your new account. So you don't actually have to initially put money into your account. You could always add funds later. So let's just hit this next section. Okay, so here we have, right? So it says it looks like you live outside of our field of membership. Help us qualify you for US Alliance membership by selecting one of the following organizations. It's free for you. We'll take care of the rest. So I'm already part of the American Consumer Council, but as you can see here, there's a variety of different, they give you some options of different nonprofit organizations that you can join in order to get membership. So you also have the Arc of Westchester, Tread Lightly, Council of Community Services, and American Consumer Council. So there's a variety of different ways that you can become a member. So let's go jump over to some of their credit products. All right. So as you can see here, one of the great things about US Alliance is they do have a pre-qualification tool. Now, before everyone jumps out and pull the trigger, just remember the pre-qualification tool is not guaranteed. It's not a guaranteed approval, but it gives you a better idea, right? Because if you don't get pre-qualified for anything, that's basically saying that, you really don't have a shot of getting approved and you can save yourself a hard inquiry. Whereas if you do get pre-qualified, that means you may have a chance, but it's not guaranteed. So let's just walk through this pre-qualification. So you just hit this button. Okay, so now you just enter in your name, email, phone number, social security number, and date of birth. So let me do that really quickly and then see what happens. All right, so it says, congrats, you're pre-qualified. So they were able to pre-qualify me for the following products: credit card, auto loan, personal loan. Now, remember, to go move forward with the full application, it will be a hard pull. So just because you got pre-qualified on a soft pull, if you do wind up going, with the full application, they will hard pull you. But this at least gives you some sort of idea of what your chances might be. But again, right, Experian, FICO 2 mortgage score is what they're using for their credit decision. So definitely double check that before you pull the trigger. And remember, to qualify for the lowest interest rate, you're going to need a 740 or higher, right? 740 on your Experian FICO 2 mortgage score. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, let's actually go jump over to some of their credit products really quickly. All right, so first I wanted to go over their credit builder loan because this really stood out to me. So you could basically take out a credit builder loan and you could actually pre-qualify for it as well. But essentially, you can get a credit builder loan from a minimum of 500 up to 2,000 in terms of 12 months to 24 months. And it's going to be based on your income and credit at the time of opening the account. So this is a good way to build credit. Of course, the underwriting is going to be a little bit, less stringent because it's a credit builder loan. So this is definitely a great product if you're looking to build credit. So you could definitely check this out. But let's now go over some of their different credit cards. So one of the credit cards that really got my attention was their Visa Signature, the US Alliance Visa Signature. It earns 3 points for every dollar on qualifying purchases. So that's actually pretty decent. Remember, it's not just straight cash back, it's 3x points for every dollar spent. So that's not too bad. APR as low as 12.74%. No annual fee on any of their cards. And yeah, it has a bunch of other perks, including auto rental coverage for damage. You got 24-hour fraud protection and a variety of different Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Google Pay, Visa checkout. So pretty solid. And then they do have some other credit cards. Their Visa Classic, which is just their lower interest rate. I think the rate's as low as 8.74%. And then they also do offer a secure credit card, which I'm not 100% sure if that graduates, but yeah, in terms of credit cards, I mean, it's pretty basic. And then they also do have signature line of credit. So let's check out this signature line of credit really quickly. This is just going to be a revolving line of credit that you can use for a variety of different purposes, and also you could pre-qualify for it. That's another great thing that I love about this particular credit union. You can pre-qualify for it, but just remember, take that with a grain of salt, right? It's not a guarantee. And then they also have this My Life Ready Cash. So this is another, I guess, sort of like payday alternative, right? You can get anywhere from $200 to $1,000 deposited into your bank account within minutes. And it does have a no credit check, right? So there's no credit check at all when it comes to this particular account, which is pretty good, right? You're not going to have any hard pull. So I mean, overall, I think this is a fairly solid institution. You could they definitely have some products for those on the lower end. So this My Life Ready Cash program, as well as the credit builder. So if you don't have the strongest credit, you could likely start off with either of these two products. They also have a secure credit card. So they actually have three different products for like lower credit profiles that you could kind of build a relationship with. So that's all I really wanted to cover with this particular review. If there's anyone who has any experience with US Alliance Financial, definitely let us know in the comment section down below. And until next time, y'all take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.